Showtime.
Hey, Amith, how you doing, buddy? Great to see you.
Please subscribe to Sharonatsea Travel. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, everybody. What's going on? Happy Monday night from the cruise crew here at Sharonatsea Travel. Great to see everybody. Hope you can see us. Hope you can hear us. Let us know in the chat if we're coming in loud and clear. I think we are. I think I remembered to turn the microphone on. So that will be that's good stuff. Hello. Thank you, Leanne. We appreciate it. What's up, guys? Listen, right now I need to make an immediate announcement right now. This is one of the most serious announcements I've ever made as you know, being part of this channel right here. Tonight's live stream, as you may or may not know, Sharonatsea Travel, we are big football fans, and our team is the LA Chargers, as you can see. Those of you that know, you know. And tonight, the Chargers are playing Monday Night Football against the Raiders. That's right, the dreaded Raiders. And we are recording the game. Matthew has been locked in a closet in the other room. He can't see anything.
Oh my gosh.
I've alerted everyone I know, please don't talk about football. So the word is this. Please do not mention the Chargers game, the score, or anything about it, because it's being recorded. We have brought in one additional moderator tonight, The Ship Show. Thank you, John, for being here to help moderate, just in case somebody gets a little feisty or smart alecky.
Someone wants to give
and
me
you
a
know
score.
who you are. I already know a few people to keep an eye on tonight. And so please do us a favor. Don't mention anything about football. If you do it once, your wrist will be smacked and your comment will be removed. If you do it multiple times, then unfortunately you will face the wrath of either Leanne, Nancy, or John from The Ship Show. So behave yourselves, please. And we thank you very much for that. The Ship Show said, I know who I'm watching. Does his name rhyme with P. Perales? Is that what we're saying, John? That is one rowdy Raider fan who will probably pop his head in here. And the good thing is the game had a delay, and it just started now anyway. So thank you, Sue O'Connor. We appreciate that.
Was it lightning over there?
They're having lightning, yes, and we have a major storm that's brewing out here too. So if we lose our signal, it's not because we wanted to leave early. Trust me, it's because there's a storm.
Kind of came out of nowhere.
Lindy Lou said, "What is football?" Lindy Lou, don't worry. We'll tell you next time we're at the next get together when we see you. Thank you in advance. I've heard that somewhere before. Thank you, Leanne Francisconi. We appreciate it. Hello to everyone. Welcome. We missed last week's show because it was my fault. I was literally driving back from Vegas and barely got in a little while before I would have had to get the show started. And after a 4.5-hour drive and 3 nights in Vegas, I was not in any condition to go live. I'm just going to be honest with you guys and tell you that. So thank you for allowing us to take a breather. And but we're back. And it's great to see you guys. Sharon, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm just counting down the days till our next cruise.
You are?
I am.
How many days are till your next cruise? You want to share it real quick with the peeps?
Well, some of them know. So we have 20 days.
20 days?
We actually set sail again, and 16 days till we're actually flying to New York.
Wow. I can't wait.
Yeah, 16.
Timothy Walters, thank you so much for the super chat. Timothy Walters just dropped a $20 super chat.
Timothy.
Thank you, Jamie, for all your help in my mugshot. So deeply appreciated. Well, Timothy, I wish I could have helped more. You still had to call NCL, but I'm glad you got it figured out. Timothy is one of the folks getting ready to go on the group cruise with us coming up soon. And we're so excited. We're going to talk about that. Mary Barkley, oh my gosh. She, Sharon, and Jamie, we had a blast in Vegas. Yes, Mary, I told Sharon.
I am so sorry I missed seeing you and hanging out with you and everyone for that matter.
Yes.
But I'll be there next time. At the next
I know.
meetup.
People were like, Sharon needed to be here. Sharon needs to be here. But I was on my best behavior. I was on my best behavior. Did I just talk like a leprechaun? I was on my best behavior. And I owe a lot of that to Mary and Jack Barkley. So thank you guys for being so great and keeping an eye on me.
Keeping him in line.
She did. She made me eat before the get together and stuff. It was amazing. It was like being there it was like my big sister was there. Susan White, thank you so much for the super chat. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Petey Bird, oh my God, it was so nice to meet you. Jamie, hope to meet both Sharon and Matthew in the future. You and John were both great hosts, making it all feel welcome. Josh and I both had a great time. We are so glad that you did. And Petey, I hope that, remember I told you about the shirt incident from Petey. I'm going to talk to you about that. Petey, do me a favor. If you would, please send me to go to Sharonatsea at gmail.com, and just send us your address if you would, please. Just do it for me. That's all I ask. Just do it for me. And you'll see why. But Petey Bird, yes, Petey Bird was the victim of a stray ketchup packet from a local yokel in Vegas who was a little feisty, to say the least. So we want to do something nice for her. Yeah, it was. We do have the big cruise coming up, but first, I thought really quick, if it's okay with you guys, I just want to do a little Vegas recap. You know, we did this thing last year where we got together with our friends John and York from the Ship Show. We did a Vegas get together. It was in the middle of the pandemic. Rates were dirt cheap, and some folks were just so stir crazy they were ready to get out and go hang out a little bit. And it was just a great time. It was challenging, of course, but it was just a great time. And so we decided to do it again this year. Things didn't quite pan out the way we hoped. Sharon wasn't able to go. Matthew couldn't go. Kelly ended up not being to go because she was taking care of John's daughter Stella, and so it just I don't want to use the term boys trip because there were plenty of people there and couples that were there and all that. But okay, the boys hung out, and this year we did add one boy. It was kind of like John and I last year created a wolf pack, and this year we added one more person to the wolf pack. And his name was none other than Tony Barnett. And he contacted us saying he wanted to go and be a part of this thing and have some fun. And he was going to be in the West Coast for some work he had going on. And we were like, that's fantastic. We've been trying to meet Tony and Jenny from
you finally got to meet him. And one day, hopefully soon, I'll get to meet Jenny.
Well, now you and Jenny will have to plan something. We've been looking forward to meeting them forever. I mean, like years, not like days or weeks or months, but years. And so I got to meet him. And it was super cool. We... you know, John had spent the week in New Hampshire for work the week before Vegas. He flew out the morning of Friday morning. He flew here, and the two of us road tripped to Vegas. So that was a great start to the week. Hold on, I got my little agenda here that I want to go over because I want to cover a few things that we did. So, say hi to Shelly.
Oh, Shelly Griffiths. Thank you so much for the super chat, Shelly. Mm-hmm. I cannot wait to meet you on the cruise coming up in just a couple weeks.
Yes. Mary Barkley says, thank God it was only ketchup. Mary, the truer words have never been spoken. You were so right about that. Charles, we will talk about football here in a little bit. Or no, we won't talk about football. I don't even want to go to the bottom of the chat. I'm almost going to ignore the chat tonight. So we'll catch up a little bit in there.
Said, where is it? Oh, thank you for the super chat,
Kevin Fadgen. Thank you, buddy.
The real both showed up.
They sure did last week, and we'll talk about that. That was amazing. But all right, so John and I get together, and we're driving in from here. We road tripped in, and that was very cool because I was able to bring, you know, the bar. I was able to bring the bar with me, and it was a great deal. So we got into town. We met up with Tony. He was already in town. We all got to our rooms. We actually had the three of us shared a 2-bedroom suite, is what we called it.
Well, okay, yeah.
All right, so it wasn't really a 2-bedroom suite, but it was 2 rooms next to each other, and we opened the door, so it was 2 connecting rooms. So we shared that, so that was a lot of fun. Just like a couple of guys having a big old sleepover. You know, we had our feet pajamas on. We didn't have. I'm making that up, but no, it was a great time. We had a blast, and the first night.
Did you yell goodnight to each other from each room?
We did. Good night, John boy. Good night, Paul. It was one of those deals, like the Waltons. And so we made plans for Friday night to go out and just have dinner. And I really just want to spend a little time getting to meet and getting to know Tony because it was the first time I met him. And yes, and he, for those of you that are wondering, yes, he's as cool as he is in person as he is when you see him on YouTube. So there you have it. So the first night we made plans to go to a place called Shucks. Shucks is has 2 locations in Vegas. It's an oyster seafood gaming hall place, and they had some fantastic food. It was unbelievable. We got there. We got a table. When we got there, we thought there might be a line to get in, but I guess it was a little early. It was barely 6 o'clock, which I guess is early in Vegas. We walked right in, had a table. We had the whole joint to ourselves for like an hour until people started to come in. But the food was great. The service was great. And there was one thing. I was able to bring you home a present from Shucks. Oh, yeah. Do you remember what I brought home?
I do.
I don't know if you guys know what I brought home, but I got to bring this home to we started out, we ordered oysters. I mean, I had calamari, I had oysters Rockefeller, raw oysters. It was unbelievable. And we did a couple of oyster shooters. And the second oyster shooter I got was a tequila oyster shooter. And when I drank it, I felt something a little crunchy in my mouth, and then it turned out it was this. No, it wasn't that. Hold on. That's what it was.
There you go.
That's what it was. It was that, and it was so crazy because it was a pearl. There was literally a pearl in there. Now, at first I thought it was a tooth that somebody might have dropped. You can see a picture of it right there. It looks weird, but lo and behold, it's a pearl. There was a pearl in my oyster shooter, and so I said, you know what? I'm going to bring that home to Sharon, tell her I bought her a pearl. She didn't believe me when I said I bought it.
Shine that pearl up.
Yeah, we're going to shine it up. But that was very, very cool. Yes, that does not entertain. She said that looks like an abscess tooth. Rob from Life with Paper said a tooth. No, I'm telling you, it was a pearl. It's a genuine pearl. The ship show said, "Are you not going to mention the first shot?" All right, I wasn't going to mention it, John, but since you brought it up, the shots were very healthy, and they were large. And the first shot I did, I attempted to drink the entire shot. And then I kept my mouth open while I tilted the cup back some more to get the first oyster down my gullet. And when I did that, somehow I inhaled, and I think I got tequila directly into my lungs. I started coughing my brains out. And of course, when you cough in a restaurant during the pandemic, everyone looks at you like you might be spreading germs. And that was embarrassing enough.
Yeah, he didn't clear the restaurant.
John and Tony were cracking up and laughing at me. John was basically hysterical. And then at one point, though, he did ask if I might need the Heimlich maneuver or something because he thought I might have been choking, and I just ended up getting a little tequila down the wrong way. So if you've ever had tequila in your lungs, it's not favorable, it's not a good time, and it's not meant to be there. But it was a great, great start to the night. So we had a whole lot of fun there. So we had a fantastic meal. We went back to the hotel, and then we had a hot date. We had plans because last time we were in Vegas, a couple months ago, we hung out and saw Brian and Leanne Franciscone, and we went to a hotel called the Delano, and we went to a rooftop bar called the Skyfall Lounge. You remember that?
Yeah, it was so pretty up there, looking down on all the lights and everything.
It was amazing. So we ended up doing that. So John and Tony and I shot over there, and we went up to the. Let me see if I might have a picture of that. I thought I had my pictures very organized. Hold on, let me get rid of that one. Okay, let me get rid of that. Oh, okay, there we are. Yeah, so three of us went up. You can see the view there is amazing. You can see just the lights of Vegas. It was fantastic getting in there and checking that place out. Kind of a highfalutin place. We went up there for some cocktails. They have a menu, but when we got there, the menu had shut down. Our reservation was for 10:30. The menu shut down at 10. So we ended up not having any food.
I think now that you say that, I think I remember similar when we went there. I think we got there too late and there wasn't food also.
Is it the same thing?
It might have been the same thing. I can't remember. I don't know. Maybe Leanne might remember. She was there too. If they didn't have food because we were there so late, or if they weren't serving food at all at that time. I can't remember.
Yes.
But
the
same thing. I remember we were thinking we were going to get some snacks.
Well, we got there, and the funny thing was that John had like his camera over his shoulder and stuff like that, a couple cameras, and they were like, "I'm sorry, we don't let professional camera stuff in here." And John's like, "I am not a professional at all." But so John had to actually check his cameras at the front counter. We went in, had a great time. We probably spent too much money than we should have on a couple of cocktails. We ended up getting to sit out on the patio overlooking the city, and it was just a gorgeous night. And then afterwards, we went back to the New York, and we were just kind of laying low. But we did run into a few people and who had come in on Friday night later in the day. So we hung out a little bit with them. We did have a moment that looked a little bit like this, which was a lot of fun.
There you go.
We're at the New York. We're doing late night shots of tequila. Cheers, everybody. Hello. Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, Don.
Woo! There you go.
We're at the New York. We're doing.
Wow, I think you were the last one to finish your shot there. That's crazy.
Are you busting my chops? So that was all. We ran into a few people. I think we saw Wanda that night, Wanda Byram, and we saw the kids from Midlife Crazy were there for a little bit, and then of course you saw Jay Bowen and Mark McClure were there, and Tony and John and I. So that was how we wrapped up that night. The next night we got up early, or the next day we got up early on Saturday, and we took a run to the buffet at Caesars. Tony met up with a couple friends of his, Ronald and Terry, if I remember their names right. And so we had an amazing breakfast at the buffet, and it was like, oh my God, you wouldn't have been impressed by it.
You finally got to go to the buffet because
Yes.
I don't know, whenever we go places together like that, Jamie always wants to go to these nicer buffets or just even some of the high-end places and eat because he's more of a foodie. I'm kind of a picky eater. I don't like as I guess many like the fancy stuff so much food wise because I'm just like more simple foods. Matthew's picky, so poor Jamie never gets to usually go to those places because I don't like to waste the money on him when we're not going to eat much of the food. So it was good. You got to eat at some nice places. You got some good food.
It was very nice. I picked that. Oh, I see Tony there. What's up at La Lido Loca? Lovely to see you. Yes, Tony did mention, don't forget the hot dice pre-Delano. We did make a run after Shucks. At one point, we jumped over to the Excalibur and threw some dice, and we started the trip nice and up. Tony talks a lot about throwing dice. He's really good at throwing dice. He's got a nice little. He's got a very nice touch. He holds them like this, and he just tosses them gently, and they just land so beautifully. And he did a great. He rolled probably for about 40 minutes straight, which is huge.
Wow.
And then of course the dice got to me, and I crapped out after 3 rolls, so that was horrible. But the next guy rolled for a while. And we had a great experience, so that was very, very fun. Rob from Life with Favorite said, was the no tequila in the lungs your medical opinion? Said, asking Nancy. Yes, Nancy would tell you, as a professional and in the medical field, you don't want to do that. Yes, it was covered in the pulmonary section of the books. Nancy said, no tequila in the lungs. It's a bad deal. So, all right, so we had a great breakfast. And then, of course, the funniest part of everything was, we were up pretty late the night before. Now, John and Tony came in from the East Coast. So when we went to bed at what might have been like 1:30ish, for them it was more like 4:30 in the morning. So they were pulling like 24-hour stints. So we got up for breakfast, gorged ourselves. Then we came back to the room, and yes, we took a nap. The 3 of us all laid down in each one, not together. We didn't spoon. We didn't cuddle or anything for it. But we laid down. We took a little bit of nap, and we got ready for the big night out, the big Vegas meetup that we had, and that was fantastic. We met at the Beer House outside of New York, that evening around 5 or so, and a whole bunch of people showed up. And we just had a great time. A few people that we knew already, a few people that we hadn't met before. And that was awesome. Let me see if I can find a little picture here. Oh, there's that shot. Let me get rid of that.
Your pictures are unorganized.
I know, it's a little crazy. Okay, there's that great picture of us. And then we had this picture. This was a picture outside the beer house at the meetup. Just you take a look here. Just kind of go through there. You can see some of the faces. A few folks that you probably see a lot in the chat and stuff like that. And these guys were just fantastic. We got so lucky. We got there and scored some outside tables right outside of the main beer house entrance. We had a great server who took care of us. We took good care of her, and it was just a great experience. They had good food there, and everything worked out fantastically. And then later on, after the beer house, we went ahead and we took an hour break, and then we met up in front of New York Hotel, and we had a couple cigars, a couple cocktails. We might have snuck a bottle of Buffalo Trace downstairs. So we had a little bourbon and cigars under the stars, so to speak, and that was fantastic. And then, of course, on the last night, we went and hold on, I'm jumping ahead a little bit. The next morning, we went to Tom's Urban for football. That was amazing. Many of the same people in the picture here showed up at Tom's Urban the next day for football, and of course, we actually had the same spot we had last year in the same area. You would totally remember it, right in that one corner.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. My Chargers beat the Chiefs. It was the highlight. I can't remember me being more excited for football in my life. The only bad part was not having Matthew there. And I'm so excited to be able to watch the game with him tonight. I was really emotional. I think there may be some people that have cameras, some video footage of me trying to talk about that was an amazing win, and I wish Matthew was there. And I'm literally like choking up and like tearing up because it was such an emotional thing. And it was fantastic. John's team, the Browns won as well, and it was just awesome. Mark McClure, I'm sorry, I think the Lions might have lost. and a couple of, and so, but we were hanging out and drinking and eating, and it was a great day, a great football meetup. And then we ended up the trip that night. John, Tony, and I went out to dinner. And John, who is a big foodie, speaking of foodies, he insists on going someplace very fancy, at least once every time he goes to Vegas. So we ended up going to the lakeside at the Wynn, and the three of us went there and had dinner. John will tell the story on the ship show, but we almost didn't have dinner because he may have accidentally made the reservation for the wrong day when he made a reservation. And the funniest part was he made the reservation for October, and he made it for a different day. So his reservation was made for a different day in a different month, and it was made for the day we get on the Norwegian Breakaway.
Oh, he probably got, yeah.
So I'm not sure how he didn't notice that when they read it back.
Probably thinking of the cruise at the time or something.
So we had that. So that was great. And of course, it was the weekend, guys, that this power trio was formed. And so so that was it. That was one of our final photos there of the trip. Just the three of us having fun. So it was a great weekend. It was awesome to meet Tony, and I'm so glad we had some time just to meet him and get to know him a little bit. And then we had great amounts of time with people that were there for the meetup and all that, and that was great. Saturday night was amazing at the beer house. Sunday, watching football all day long. I mean, we got there at 9:30, and we were there through the second game, all the way through the second game, and it was just fabulous, and we had a blast. So Vegas was amazing. Thanks everybody so much for being a part of it and for hanging out with us and for hanging out with me. And next year, Sharon, you know what we're talking about for next year for the big meetup. What are we talking about for next year? Nashville, baby. We are talking about maybe getting away from Vegas and maybe going to Nashville, Tennessee, and getting our country groove on for the week. I don't know if well, not for the week, but for a long weekend. I hope people might be into that, and it might be a little bit different. So we'll see how that plays out, and maybe we'll still do Vegas because I might have some room comps now because I might have gambled a little bit this weekend.
We'll see. I can't do both. I don't think in the same time frame.
Yes. But. So there you have it. Let's add some people in the chat. Cruising for Food is here. What's up? Big G and Snuggles. Hello. Chris Goo is here. Crazy Cat Traveler. Kevin Brubaker said, "Whoa, Sharon throwing shade at Jamie. LOL. Are you throwing shade at me? You would never do that." Nautical Nurse Nancy, thank you for being here. We love you. Make sure you go check out Nautical Nurse Nancy's YouTube channel. She's an amazing part of our channel, and she's got her own rock and roll channel.
Some videos out lately.
She's been on a roll lately. She's got her Coco K series is out and hopping. And you'll see the last one she had. She's got a thumbnail of her with Sarah from the Q's Cruisers, and they had a blast from the Adventure of the Seas cruise. So check that out. Of course, John from the Ship Show is helping out tonight. Thank you, John. And Leanne Francis Gone is here as well, and we love her, and thank you so much for that. Let me jump ahead a little bit. It's only about 6:25, so I didn't talk too much about it. Yes, Tony said it was such a great time. It really was. We need to try Pizza Rock in Vegas, said Rob from Life with Favor. Rob, I'm down with pizza. That would be fantastic. I think I don't know if I had pizza. They had some pizza at that buffet, so Matthew could definitely eat there, that's for sure. People are saying, nice hat in that picture to John from the Ship Show. David Wirt, what's up? Nice to see you. Mary Ellen Dillon, hello. Daniel Fields is here. Tess Almond. Tess, I saw your comment. Tess is like, yeah, we know you had fun in Vegas. What about on the cruise? She's talking about the Mardi Gras. We talked about the Mardi Gras, but Tess, we have another big cruise coming up here.
We had so much fun on the Mardi Gras with everyone. Well, we did talk about that a lot already.
Yes.
And the videos are coming out. We just put one out last night.
Yes.
And the next one will be out probably either Wednesday or Thursday of this week. And then we actually have 5 more videos, I think, total.
Are you sure? I think now you're starting. You're making. You might be writing checks that my videos can't cash.
No, 5 more. So we'll put one out Wednesday or Thursday, and then we'll have 4 more after that. So we'll have probably a couple next week and a couple the week before we leave on our cruise, and then we'll get them all out before.
There you go. And there will be some kind of a Vegas video. So when it comes to making these videos, right? When we're on the Mardi Gras, our focus was the people that were there with us. So there wasn't a lot of traditional vlogging going on. We just have a little of this, a little of that to throw together. And of course, in Vegas, I literally only brought a phone.
Yeah.
Literally only brought a phone. I didn't bring a camera, nothing. Just that, and that was it. And so that's all we did. My phone just made a beep, and I looked at it, and I think it had something to do with football. So I'm ruining my own football thing. So that's a little bit how it is. Now, upcoming here, right around the corner, Sharon, what do we have in 3 weeks from today? And this has come on like out of nowhere.
I know.
All of a sudden, boom, it's here right in our face.
When we planned this a long time ago. We didn't have the Mardi Gras group cruise in September planned at the time. That was planned in May back at that time.
Yes.
Or maybe it wasn't even planned at that time. But I can't
Yeah,
even
you're
remember.
right.
But when we had to move that out because of cruising restarting and everything, so now we have all these cruises kind of they're back, close, one each month. So we have a cruise each month the rest of this year, and 3 of those 4 cruises are group cruises. So we've just been really busy trying to prepare for everything, and we've been doing a lot of planning for the Breakaway. We're really excited for this cruise. We're excited to get back on NCL because we really liked NCL a lot. When we went on it before, the Breakaway is, the same, I guess, similar class or ship as the Encore, which is amazing. Mm-hmm. And and we just enjoyed the food is amazing on NCL, and we're really looking forward to it.
And one thing I'm also very happy about is when this cruise was first about to come back, when they were first going to bring the Breakaway back to sailing again, our cruise was literally the first cruise that was scheduled to come back. We would have been the first one back out of New York on the Breakaway.
And I'm so glad.
And it was pretty nerve-wracking, right? And then later they announced that they were doing 4 cruises in September before our, in September and October, 4 cruises before our cruise. And what a blessing, because now we can follow along with a couple cruises before ours and see the process and see how everything goes.
Because the first one, there was a big deal where about 500 passengers got denied boarding on the first sailing, and that was because it was mainly because they didn't do their research. That's we always say, do your research. They didn't know that they had to submit for a Bermuda travel authorization before they went, so they just showed up to the port as if they would for any Caribbean cruise, and they had their vaccine card and their COVID test results, I think, but that's all they had. They didn't get to have their approval from Bermuda yet. So that's a big deal. That's something you have to have. And so that's one thing you always want to check, things specific. Do your research, check if there's anything specific for any of the ports you're going to. Most of the other Caribbean ports, they don't really have anything like that right now, but there are some that, have things, and Bermuda's happens to be one of them. So that's why those people got denied boarding.
Yes. They screwed up.
Yeah. And
to put it mildly.
The last one that went out, I haven't heard if anyone got really denied boarding, but Norwegian kind of picked things up a bit, and they notified people of the protocols. They sent emails out that we've been getting them for our cruise.
Yes.
They're just really on it, trying to make sure.
Well, I think Norwegian NCL is learning as they go, and of course passengers are learning more. The one thing that really stood out, but before Neil Drucker, thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you, Neil.
Neil said I had a wonderful time on the Panorama last week.
He was just on the Panorama.
Beautiful ship, amazing experience at the chef's table. Glad to hear that. Carnival's doing a great job with the protocols. Liked the new elevator system. That's something I've never heard anyone say about the elevators, Neil. I'm glad you like that.
Yeah.
Thank you, dude, for the super chat. Very nice.
Thank you, Neil. I'm glad you had a great time. I saw some of your pictures, and it looked like you were having a great time.
So we, with regards to this cruise coming up, we are doing something that is a tip, a hot cruising tip that we put out a long time ago, which is we have jumped into the Facebook groups that were started for these cruises, and the September 26th was the first cruise back on this for this particular cruise, the Breakaway, and then there's one that just left, the 3rd, just left Sunday, and so we jumped into some of these Facebook groups, and John did as well from the ship show, and he mentioned it. He almost reminded me at one point to do it, and
kind of see what's going on, see what some of the consensus is of why people were denied boarding, or what some of the protocols, how things are done, what they're accepting, what they're not accepting, and just to make sure that everything's done right. We've done something for this group cruise that we haven't done before, and with all the protocols, we've decided to do Zoom calls with everyone in our group. So we gave everyone 3 different days that would fit their schedules, to sign up. So we have 3.
We're doing 3 different hour-long Zoom.
We had one
it's really it's paying off dividends, isn't it? It was a great idea.
Saturday, Sunday. We're having our last one this Thursday, and where we're just going over all the protocols for Bermuda, making sure everyone's on the same page. Everyone knows they need to do this at this day, this on that day, and kind of just laying it all out for them.
Yes.
And it actually is kind of nice because we're getting to see everyone's faces before the group cruise, and there's a lot of people in the group that we haven't ever met before. So now we can put a face with the name and, feel like we know them a little bit before we get on the ship. So that's really cool. And since we've done
you were saying something earlier, you think you want to start something new, don't you?
Not necessarily to go over protocols, because the other group cruises we have coming up, I don't think that's going to be an issue really. But I was thinking for our upcoming group cruises, I'd like to do something like that too, where we do a Zoom call or two before our group cruise and just kind of see everyone, just say hi, get to know everyone and a little bit, and just I think it would just be kind of a fun thing to do before the group cruises, to get them started and get everyone excited. So look for that. We're gonna probably do that for our New Year's Eve group cruise, and then John, I'm thinking about March. What do you think?
Oh,
I just came up with this idea a little while ago. I was telling Jamie about it.
I think it's great. All right, I need to revisit my big announcement. Steve, there he is, the one, the only Steve Morales, the biggest Raider fan I know, is in the chat. He's already had a few comments shut down. Steve, I love you like a brother, but no football talk. I'm recording the game. I'm going to watch it with Matthew when we're done here. So please zip it up. If you would. I already see a few comments from him.
Robbie O'Malley says the Breakaway is special. Oh, I bet. I cannot wait to get on that ship.
I know.
So excited.
I know. Robbie went to it. So
I'm excited since they have the what is the one thing I saw? They have the Rumors.
Oh my God! They have a band that's doing Fleetwood Mac tribute shows. In one of the lounges there.
That is
and I told Sharon,
one of my all-time favorite bands.
Yes.
I love.
And everybody said that they are doing that. That's one great thing about being in the Facebook group for the cruises that are going on now or already went, is that you can get a lot of the information and find out what's happening, what nights are having shows and stuff like that. Now, that's also where we learned a lot about the people that missed the cruise. Mm-hmm. But also I learned that the first cruise back on September 26th for this sailing, they're scheduled to leave at, like 5? 4 or 5 o'clock?
Yeah, 4.
I think 4 o'clock is the sail away. Well, the first week, they didn't leave till like 9 o'clock at night. Major delays from all the chaos for people that weren't prepared and weren't tested.
They were trying to actually get people on board, so I think they were testing and getting their travel authorizations, as many as they could.
Well, they were trying to help everybody out they could. But they didn't leave till 9 o'clock. Well, this week, the cruise that left yesterday was barely an hour late. Almost more like 45 minutes late. So we were like, yes, that is a great sign that they're learning, they're getting better at it.
So we might be on time.
Yeah, actually, somebody joked that by the time our cruise goes in 3 weeks, we might actually be leaving early.
Yeah.
So that would be fantastic.
I don't really care if we're late or early or on time. I just want to get on the ship.
Oh, yes, totally. Let's jump in the chat here. Lindy Lou said, I'm going to miss you all on the Breakaway. We will miss you too, Lindy Lou.
Lindy Lou.
Bearable Cruising said Norwegian Bliss is awesome as well. We hope to check that out too at one point. Yeah. That would be fantastic. Everyone have a cream brulee for me on the Breakaway, said Kevin Baker.
I will have more than one.
We'll have one for you and Julie, and we'll have bottomless mimosas for Julie. Kevin Baker's wife was crushing the bottomless mimosas in Vegas. I'm just going to leave it at that. Nancy said the Zoom calls have been super helpful. That's very cool. Let's see what else we have. Oh, there's a few messages that might have been deleted, maybe from some Raider fans. Bearable Cruising said, I sailed Norwegian Epic in 2012, definitely a ship before its time, but either you hate it or you like it. We did hear that ship.
That's what I heard about the Epic. It's a little different than the other ships, and that's either,
Tara Kelly's got a question. Would you do an excursion in Cozumel on NCL to a hotel all-inclusive or to Passion Beach?
Passion Beach. Like the Passion Island tour, the one where you take the boat over. I'm wondering
in Cozumel, is that what she's talking about?
But there's one that Passion Island that you take like the speedboat over there. I don't know, or if she just means going to the beach. It probably would depend on what all-inclusive hotel it is.
Yeah. Tara Kelly, I would lean more towards one of the beach clubs in Cozumel, like Paradise Beach or maybe Mr. Sancho's,
she's saying,
or something like that.
On NCL. So I don't know if she means is it an NCL excursion?
Oh, okay. So it's just NCL excursion.
I don't know if she means an NCL excursion or
I say go to Passion Beach. It's going to be a different experience than just a traditional hotel.
Yeah.
So maybe that'll be something different. It includes a boat ride to get there.
Well,
You're in a certain island and stuff like
if
that.
that's the one it is, I'm not sure. Yeah.
Tess Almond said, I think I have it down for my cruise October 31st, but I'll be checking with you before I leave on the Breakaway. Make sure I don't forget something. Yes, we will give you. We will share all of our tips with you for sure. That's for sure. Who just printed their e-docs for NCL? Awesomeness and Crazy Cat Traveler.
Yeah, they're
Very
ready.
cool.
Everyone can print them.
Right. Yes, the Zoom calls relieve some anxiety, said Joe McMullen. Very happy to hear that. We already had 2 of them over the weekend. We have our last one this coming Thursday. And things are happening quickly. That is for sure.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking like, oh my God, it's like 16 days before we leave. And I really, usually I at least think about what I'm going to pack or a few things ahead of time, even though our last 2 cruises I didn't kind of pack till last minute. But I haven't even kind of started yet.
Yes.
I'm like, I need to get it
You
together.
need to get it together, girl. Alfred Inglesby said that's a great reason you should always use North America's #1 travel agent. Thank you, Alfred.
Thank
we hope
you,
you and Melody
Alfred.
are doing great. Hello.
They have a ton of cruises coming up, I think.
Yeah. Chip said Joe was on a Zoom call. I think he means that he heard that they were good, and I think Joe might be on the next one. Hey, we're late. The Keck said we're late. Forgot what time it was.
His wife was on the Zoom call.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's see. What else? Susie Cooper said, my February 26th cruise on the Dream got canceled due to maintenance, but I was able to rebook February 5th on Vista. I can't wait. That sounds great. Yeah. Congratulations, Susie. Very, very cool. Gene and Sandy Secca over here. Ryan Ann is in the house. What's going on?
Hi, Gene and Sandy.
Let me jump ahead a little bit. I'm about 6 minutes behind in the chat right now. 6 minutes behind. Let's see how fast we can catch up. Did I rewrite that Royal delayed final payment for January cruises? Said Kevin Brubaker. You see something about that?
Delayed January. They may have. I really haven't.
You haven't had to deal with anything?
I did it. I don't have anyone. I have a lot of Royal people, but no one cruising on Royal in January.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did hear where they've done some they're pushing out some final payments for people to make them feel a little bit more comfortable about paying out and all that kind of stuff. Give them a little more time.
Like Norwegian's doing that as well. Yeah, some of the cruise lines are doing that. And I've been a little preoccupied with a lot of other things, and I haven't.
Are you saying you have something better to do than to follow Royal Caribbean?
Well, no, but I just haven't
processes when you don't have to deal with any.
I've just been paying attention to the things I need to pay attention.
That's what I like to hear. That's what people want to hear. Crazy Cat Traveler, we'll see you on Thursday. Daniel Fields and Nancy, we'll see you guys Thursday on the Zoom call. We're checked in for the Breakaway. Said riding with Larry. Somehow I screwed up and I have to redo the Eurofins.
Oh,
all right. Well, if you have a jam, let us know.
Okay. At least it's the Eurofins and not the Bermuda, the travel.
The travel, yes, that's the big one. That one's a tricky one. A Zoom call would be so cool, said Sig Cruiser. We thought it was a great idea to do that, and it's so nice to see all these people ahead of time as well, and put a quick name with a face. That's always very cool.
Yeah. So now we should
very cool.
know you when we get on board and we see you. We'll know.
That's right. Shelly Griffiths is here. Bonnie Bench is here. What's up? Brandon Harrelson's in the house. Maya Ling is in the house. What's going on?
Bonnie's
nice to see you.
Bonnie's asked any group cruises in 2023. In January of 2023, we do have the big vlogger extravaganza cruise that we're doing with some other channels. There is that group cruise. It's on the Breakaway again, Norwegian Breakaway. I'm going to the Western Caribbean out of New Orleans. And then we'll probably have another group cruise coming up that year where it's kind of in the planning stage. We're still deciding where and what cruise line we want to do that on. So we'll keep you updated on that.
We'll see. Thank you, John, for mentioning. Please, y'all, no football talk. Jamie's recording to watch with his son. Thank you so much. What's up, the Hubners? Nice to see you guys in here. Kenneth Oakes is here. Hello. Mary Barkley said Zoom call is a great idea. Thank you, Mary. Joanne Ormsby is here. What's up, Joanne? Nice to see you. Kim Brubaker said Bobby Boucher is killing it. He's doing it for Mama.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. He is such a dude. He is as funny in person as he was for real.
The Kecks say they love Fleetwood Mac too. Yeah.
There you go. What is the appropriate cocktail for a Zoom group cruise call? Said Kevin Fadigan. He's just asking.
I don't know.
Anything anything you're drinking is really it.
Yeah, we really didn't have any cocktails over the weekend.
Well,
I had coffee because it was Sunday. It was early in the morning.
I was sipping a
8 a.m.
bourbon.
here.
We had a Saturday evening one, and I might have had a bourbon.
Oh, yeah, you did.
But then the Sunday morning one, I definitely had coffee, and
Yeah.
it wasn't spiked either. Just so you know, just so you know, it was clean, just coffee with a little bit of vanilla creamer in there. As a matter of fact, let's see. Talking about when the port Tess says, I don't care when I get on, as long as the ship doesn't leave port without her. I think is what she's saying.
Bonnie says the getaway and breakaway. Oh, whoops, it moved.
Oh, sorry.
I just saw getaway and breakaway, and then it moved. Oh, I'll have two of our favorite staff. Was always outstanding.
They've been two of our favorite staff. Was always outstanding. So happy you're going on Norwegian. Love it, said Teague Neal. Yeah, I mean, we love Norwegian so far. We're hoping to have the same type of awesome experience.
Yeah.
Bearable Cruising's a Fleetwood Mac fan. Very excited about that. Marilyn Dillon said that's the Binax test is ordered. Very cool. Let's see. Oh, Daniel Fields was talking about he was on a NCL ship. Was it the Breakaway? And they hit a whale. And they had it was a whole big to do. Oh my God, that's a crazy story. You got to tell me that story again when I see you on the cruise, Daniel. Make sure I have a couple of cocktails in me first because I really want to embrace it. Beats in Texas here. What's going on, guys? Nice to see you. Teague Neal said I want to cruise this week for my business. Planning to go in November, likely. That's awesome. Yeah. Why can't I want to?
I know. Cruise. I really wanted to cruise this week, and Matthew's on fall break this week, and we could have probably cruised, but we're laying low and we're not taking any chances. I don't want anything to come up that's gonna mess up us going on this group.
And speaking of laying low, that's something too for the upcoming group cruise. You know, when we first planned this thing, there was no pandemic, and and there were tons of people that were going originally, and it was going to be the wildest, craziest scenario. We were going to take over New York City and Times Square by storm. I mean, it was just going to be off the chisel. I don't know any other word to say to explain it. But since then, things have definitely changed. So now at this point, we've had people saying, what's going on beforehand in the city? Well, here's what we're doing.
Well, people like that aren't going, but
sure, people that aren't even going on the cruise are like, hey, is there going to be a get together? We'd love to see you. We live near the city or whatever the case is. But what we're going to do is we're going to get in on Friday, and we have plans to go. But there's a few things that we want to do with Matthew to do some sightseeing, and that's something that we're just going to do, kind of together.
Actually, now that I think about it, actually it's 17 days till we leave, not 16. Why did I was thinking we were leaving on Wednesday.
I don't know. I don't think anybody's going to hold it again.
We're taking a red eye on Thursday.
Thursday night, we're taking a red eye. We're going to get there early on Friday. We're going to take a nap, and then we're going to go out. We want to go check out the area, the Statue of Liberty. We want to get over there to Ellis Island. Matthew wants to see that. We want to go down to where the towers were and check that out. Go around in the city a little bit and see some different things.
Else we're gonna see.
Sharon's eyeing up a Sex in the City tour, which I'm a little not sure if that's. I don't think that's in the wheelhouse. I'm sorry to say. I think we're gonna have to cancel that Sex in the City tour.
My God.
I don't care where Samantha and Carrie Bradshaw had cocktails.
Oh my gosh.
And of course we will be doing a pizza tour. Matthew will be dining on much pizza.
There'll be lots of
and
pizza.
I'll be looking for hot dog and sausage vendors to eat dogs with sauerkraut on the street corner.
I'll stick with the pizza.
So that's what we're going to do. And then, of course, we're staying at the Embassy Suites Hotel. And there are a number of people on the cruise, the group cruise, that are staying there. But I do know this. The complimentary cocktail party that they have every night that we were going to destroy as a group, it's not going on right now due to the pandemic. But they are issuing a credit for a few drinks for each person to get at the bar, which still will be open. So we might have a drink one night and hang out a little bit. But the whole huge party that was going to be has really just kind of subsided into maybe saying hi to a few folks and getting to bed early, because the morning of the cruise, there's going to be a lot going on. And we want to be on the ball and with the program when that happens.
Yeah, and we have a 9 o'clock, as a lot of people in the group have a 9 o'clock check-in time. So we got to get up early and be ready and get to the port.
Yes.
And we want to be on top of it.
That is right. Party on Sea, thank you so much for the super chat. That is awesome. We appreciate that very much. Thank you, man.
I saw something about Mary Ellen Dillon. What was it? She had my name in it. Go back up. What was it? Just I need to call you tomorrow. Okay, yep, I'm available all day tomorrow.
There you go. Tomorrow, the next day, the next day, the next day, and there you have it.
I will be off and on available Wednesday because I am going to be hanging out with the grandkids. So I will have my laptop though. So
there you go. Charles Turner said the Stones are in town, but I'm on my porch watching you. Thank you. You know, the fact that you would choose us over Mick Jagger is it gets you right here. And Keith Richards and Ron Wood. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. There's a little talk of the Malort shot. John brought these shots to Vegas that he talks about on his Wednesday night show, and apparently this is just some really disgusting alcohol, and I don't know where it's from or what it is. It's called Malort. Oh. And the people that are in Vegas, it was obviously a hardcore group of people that showed up to come party with us, because half of the people that did the shot were like, that's good. I wouldn't mind another one. It was unbelievable. I don't know how it happened, but it was crazy. So they're talking about the Malort there.
Glad you got your favorite cabin, Bonnie.
Amy Project said Sharon was busy taking care of me all day. I'm a mess. Thank you, Sharon.
Oh, I wasn't busy. Yeah, it's fine.
Yes.
That was easy fixes. Nothing. A lot of people's online check-ins and things have been having issues, but they've all been really just little simple
minor little things
for some reason.
Quick fixes.
Yeah.
Piece of cake.
Glitches in the system.
Glitch in it's a glitch in the matrix is what we like to call it. Let's see what else. But Tony Jackson, what's going on, dude? Great to see you. We saw Tony in Vegas. It was great seeing him again. It had been a while since we saw him. Of course, Wanda from Cruising for Food was there. Great to see her and her son. Lovely young man. Great to see you guys. We missed the hubby. Hope we'll be seeing him again soon, if I'm not mistaken. Meg W said vanilla creamer, fancy. Yes, I'm a fancy coffee drinker, believe it or not. How many in the group on the Breakaway? Bob Hader. Bob, there's about 34 cabins, I think.
About 60 people.
Yes. Definitely a good turnout, all things considered.
We still have a couple that might be booking or might be going.
Could be a few, yes. I think the works might be, if you guys haven't done it already and you're still in the mix, send Sharon an email at sharonatsea@gmail.com. Again, that's sharonatsea@gmail.com for all of your cruise and booking and travel needs. Sharon's a one-stop shop. You talk to her directly. It's not a recording. It's not someone else in the office. It's Sharon. And call her. And if you leave her a message, I swear to God, she'll literally be back in touch with you within an hour. Not 24 hours, not 2 days. In an hour or less is like her commitment.
I don't know, Jamie. You better not tell people that because
it'll be like Domino's Pizza. Sharon, no, it's been 1 hour and 5 minutes. I'd like a free cruise, please.
Oh my God.
No need to get the Wi-Fi on the Vlogger cruise. It will be slow for sure. Said Beach in Texas. You might not be wrong about that. You might be exactly right.
Well,
that's okay. I'm not even going to record that. I'm just going to go have fun.
Well,
okay, maybe.
What's that? On the
Robbie O'Malley just said, how about a shore excursion to Robbie's crib? Robbie, if that's an invite, that sounds fantastic. That would be love. Maybe Robbie can come into the city and give us a tour of the city. Nice. How cool would that be? We'll talk more about that, Robbie. Thank you. Liberty Island, I think you have to buy passes in advance if you want to go inside the statues at ATC.
Yeah, I think we heard that. We're going to be doing some research on. We haven't had time to research our pre-cruise plans yet, but we're going to be doing that hopefully this week. And
yes, I got to put all that together. Apparently, I'm responsible to get us.
That is so. I did put Jamie in charge of planning our family pre-cruise itinerary. I guess you might say. Yeah. So
okay. Douglas family, thank you for the tip. Go to Leo's Bagels in the Financial District. Listen, I may or may not get to Leo's, but I'm sure they are. I'm from New Jersey myself, so I know the quality food, the pizza, the bagels. It's all about the water, the dough. I don't know what makes it so good, but it is so good.
Well, if we can get there, we'll check it out.
Daniel Field says, we watched a few Sex in the City episodes last night. I bet you did. Hello.
I know. I watch those sometimes on the plane, when we're on the plane, because whenever I pull up what they have, most of the movies that they're playing, I've already seen the ones that I want to see anyways, and so
is that why you're always so frisky right when we get off the plane?
But I'm always finding usually TV shows. Like I'll watch one of our plane. We flew last time somewhere for a couple hours. I watched the Friends episodes, and I watched Friends and Sex in the City episodes.
Oh my God. Unbelievable. At least you're not watching Gilligan's Island. Teague Neal said, love New York City. I wrote a journalism group called Youth Journalism International. They support young journalists that are from Connecticut. Love NYC. Friends there too. Very cool.
Wow.
Very cool. Rob from Life with Favors, definitely into the New York pizza tour. Sounds tasty.
Yeah.
Rob, I will definitely get some video and share it with you and make you jealous, because I know you're a big fan of quality pizza, and we're going to have a lot of good pizza.
Yeah, that's probably all. Like I said, that's probably all we're going to eat in New York before the
Mark Spurgeon. Hey, Mark, what's up? Mark Spurgeon, enjoy the Breakaway. We're going to be with Tony and Jenny on the Mardi Gras for Halloween. I know it is
That's
great.
going to be a fun cruise, too.
That's going to be a great time. That's going to be a great time. I can't take that away. But it's funny how we originally last year, we should have had a huge October group cruise for everybody. Then it turned into a March, or am I? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and then it turned into nothing, and now here we are. We'll be having, cruises at the same time here.
The Mardi Gras will be so much fun for Halloween.
It will be great. It'll be. Listen, I'm going to tell you guys, if you're on the Mardi Gras with Jenny and Tony, you're going to have fun. You're almost going to have as much fun as if you're on the Breakaway with us. Love you guys.
Oh my God.
Shots fired. Oh no, that's something else. Has shots fired somewhere. Pam S, you will meet us, because everyone meets us eventually. Kim Rubrica said, I got the moves like Jagger. I got the moves like Jagger. I got the moves like Jagger. Oh my gosh, Linda Land, thanks for the Zoom meetings. Cheers.
You are welcome.
You are very welcome. Thank you so much for the super chat. That is amazing. Very, very nice of you. We appreciate that. That's been just... The Zoom meeting has been awesome on so many different levels. It's been great. Amy Franzek said, I can't believe I was able to get a 9 a.m. check-in time. I didn't do all my stuff until last night and finished this morning.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as your first click is 9 a.m., then that's good.
There's probably a lot of people that they're going, well, actually it's at low capacity, I think, but there's a lot of people that probably haven't realized that they could print out their documents or check in yet.
Yes.
Because the way they worded things, they kind of led people to believe it could be anywhere from 21 days on up until 3 days in some of the stuff that was sent out.
Hold on, I'm just reading something in the chat, and I can't believe that this is a true statement from the one and only nautical nurse Nancy, who will be cruising with us. She will be with Anthony, and I can't wait to hang out with them again on a cruise. She said, this cruise is our first cruise with the drink package. Watch out.
Oh my gosh.
No. Oh boy. John, you hear that? It's going to be nautical nurse Nancy's first drink package cruise. Oh my God. And this isn't like every drink package is different. We've been talking about that with some of the people, letting them know. Everyone has oddities to it. Carnival, people bag on it because it's a 15 cocktail, it's a 15 alcohol limit within 24 hours. And people always say, that's right, I could drink more than that. Okay, well,
for me, that's fine, because I can never drink 15.
That's their deal. Now, NCL's basic drink package is weird. It includes everything that you could want, basically. Anything up to $15 in value for the drink. That's how it was last time. And but it doesn't include bottled water. Like, you can't go and get a bunch of bottled waters to take back to your room. It just includes water from the bar and a glass of water. But I think you can get your own thing refilled if you have a little water bottle, a personal water bottle.
Bring a water bottle with you. You can fill it up if you want. If you want to kind of just be cheap and not buy the water, or you can just buy
a couple bottles of water, a couple liters. But it's just weird. People always say, why these drink packages are always odd. Maybe Royal has the best drink package. I'm not sure. They all have different price tiers and different levels. And
they might, if you get a deal on it. If you don't get one of their deals, though, it's actually pricier.
Yeah. Mary Ellen Dillon said, my check-in had small issues, but as long as I got an appointment time, I knew I could figure it out. See that? And most people did. And a couple people just need a little help. Some people struggle just getting the damn picture to upload. You have to upload a picture of yourself, and just finding the right size is a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Cruising for Food said, Giggle Fest at Nautical Nurse Nancy. I'm sure Wanda probably will have the drink package, that's for sure.
Well, everyone has it. Well, not everyone, but most people have it.
Oh, yeah, I think Pam Matt said, you're going to love NCL, Nancy. I hope to meet you one day.
Yeah, I think you will, Nancy.
Yes.
Yeah, you'll want to book another NCL cruise. Probably.
You will. You'll be all over NCL after that. That is for sure. I
know, we were ready to go book several others, and then all of a sudden the whole pandemic hit. But right now, we actually have 5 NCL cruises booked. So ourselves. So.
Robbie O'Malley said only about 1,700 ended up on that first sailing. Yeah, and they I heard somebody say 1,800 this week. So if it stays like that under 2,000 out of the possible 4,000
gonna be nice.
potential, that'll be fantastic. Jamie Wilhite, hello, nice to see you. Let's see, what else do we have? If you have enough time, try the hot dogs at Gray's Papaya, 2090 Broadway. Thank you, Myling. I appreciate that. I'll take a look for those. William Farmer is here. Nice to see you. Can't cruise without a drink package. For many people, that is truer words have never been spoken. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Well,
I will tell you that.
After having the drink package, it I don't know, it kind of spoils us. Well, because then I just like it now because I don't have to worry about, I guess, racking up the bill at the end of the cruise. It's just nice that it's taken care of. Whether it's benefits us financially, it probably, in most cases, the cruise line probably comes out ahead on us because I don't drink enough to really get the drink package. We have it, and Jamie does most of the time, but there are several days that he doesn't either. So overall, the cruise line probably makes out on us, but it's just out of convenience for us.
Please.
Okay, I'm sorry. Did I make you sound bad? Jamie always.
We believe me, we get plenty of value from the drink.
I like it because
Sharon is
I'll get drinks that I wouldn't normally get because if I was paying for them, I always order something I know I'm going to like because I don't want to pay for a drink and then not like it and waste it.
Yeah.
So I'm cheap like that. I'm really cheap in a way.
Mm-hmm.
But the drink package, I'll buy different drinks and try them. And, I like that it includes the specialty coffees because then I'll get those. Otherwise, I usually don't get the specialty coffees and I like them. So.
There you go.
First on Carnival.
First Sergeant Richard said, "Good evening, folks. I've been loyal to Royal for all my cruises. What is one thing you think Carnival might do better than Royal?" In our experience, the one. Well, I don't know. I don't know about a lot of things, but Royal's got great food and great shows and a lot of great things, and the ships are gorgeous. We had a better service experience on Carnival, and we've had a lot of people tell us that they agree with that. The people just were friendlier, more engaging, more outgoing, more talkative. That was our experience between a bunch of Carnival cruises. And, of course, we only had one Royal, and we'll be back on Royal soon to give it another try. Yeah. That is for sure. Steve Morales says, "I must have the drink package on a cruise. My life goal is 15. Good, Steve. Thank you for behaving yourself now. We'll talk football later on, okay? On the NCL cruise on the only NCL cruise I've been on, the bartender gave me water without charge when I ordered it with a drink. I was surprised. He commented, "Can't really deny a drinker some water." So there you go. Maybe that's a move.
Yeah, once in a while, you're gonna get.
Hey, maybe if you order a drink, say, "Hey, can I get a water with that too?" Then give it a shot and see what happens.
Every once in a while, you're gonna get someone that.
CMPJ 519 said, "Nancy and Anthony are good people and as fun as they are in person as they are online." You are so true about that. They're a lovely, lovely couple. Is there some Matthew? Is that you? Okay, give me a minute, dude. Settle down. I don't know if you guys heard that. Matthew's literally tapping on the door because it's been an hour. He's dying to watch the football game. And he's literally calling the shot and he's saying it's time to wrap it up.
Right. Well, I guess we gotta wrap it up. See, watched football.
Oh, hold on. Let me see what this comment says.
Let's see.
Let me see. Hang on a second. I don't want to read the wrong.
Marty Wise says, "I watched a ton of videos on Royal and I'm not impressed."
Oh, yeah. I did see that comment. Robbie Malley said, if you have a casino card, like a drink card, that they will give you water. So it could be something. Maybe that's a goal to spend enough money in the casino to get a drink thing. Yeah. Steve keeps a bucket on a rope for water. That's a good idea. Right over the side. Boom. Good stuff. Yeah. Good stuff. Yeah. All right. Steve Morales said, "Good kid." Matthew wants his football time with Dad. You're right about that, Nancy. Let's see. Yeah, see the world, Chris said, "Yeah, Carnival will give you only one drink every 5 minutes on the Cheers package." You're right. They do wait 5 minutes between cocktails.
Yeah. And they weren't on our last cruise. If you took my Sail and Sign card up there, you could get me a drink too. Yeah. But in the past, like pre-pandemic, there was a lot of times I would have to go up with it. They didn't want just people carrying other people's cards.
I don't know if I remember that, but if you say so, I'm going to take your word for it.
They weren't as lenient like with that. Whereas Norwegian, I guess they know that the other person in your cabin has the drink package. Like you would go up and you didn't even need my card. You would just go up and get both drinks and bring them back. Because
Well, I think if you go to the same bar, they're going to start to know you. And then
one reason too is they don't care if it's for me or for you because there's no limit. You know, you don't have to wait 5 minutes.
Oh, and NPL, once they see you once, they're like, here you go, boom, they throw it.
So they're really, really good with it.
All right, so listen, so that's it. We're going to call it a done deal. We're going to wrap it up after just 1 hour tonight because it is Monday Night Football. Matthew's waiting patiently. We're going to be having Sharon's we're going to have football snacks lined up. We're going to have quesadillas. We're going to watch the Charger game, and we're going to see how this turns out. After an amazing, amazing Charger victory against the Chiefs in Kansas City last week. So all you Chiefs fans that were talking SH1T to me online about that, up your nose with a rubber hose because we beat you in your house. We're going to go see if the Chargers can not screw it up tonight against the Raiders. Some of you know the score. I don't know the score, so don't say anything about it. And that's it. So it was a great night.
Well,
what?
If you're happy or not, that you'll.
What?
Never mind.
What are you saying?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
All right. You guys have been great. Thank you so much for joining us on this Monday evening. It was great to chat with you, talk a little bit about Vegas, a little bit about what we have coming up. We're going to talk more about NCL, cruising with NCL, and what we're really looking forward to with these guys next week. And we'll get deeper. We'll do a deeper dive into cruising with NCL. We talk a lot about Carnival. We've talked a little bit about Royal, but now we're back. We're ready to get on that the Breakaway. And of course, that'll be the ship that the Vlogger cruises on. So if you're booked on the big 2023 Vlogger Extravaganza cruise, you can watch some of the videos we have and you'll get a little taste of what the Breakaway has to offer because it's going to be fantastic. We have a lot of fun stuff lined up. Maybe we'll tell you guys what our plans are. The Rooster Bar Relay Race is going to be insane. Let me just leave you with that note. Think about that. The Rooster Bar Relay Race is going to be out of control. So that's it. You guys are amazing. Thank you for joining us. John, thank you for sitting in as a moderator tonight and helping out. You guys did a great job. Leanne, Nautical Nurse Nancy, we love you guys. Thank you so much. And everybody for joining us this evening. Thanks for hanging out a little bit. We're going to go watch some football now as a family. And Sharon, tell the people, from all of us here at Sharon at Sea Travel, to all of you,
happy cruising and good night. We will see you next Monday.
That's right. And have a great night, guys. Peace out. We love you. Take care. And we'll talk to you soon.
Good night.